Hi, this is Kim. I'm one of your hosts. This is hopefully the non-trigger warning reading for today, August 4th, 2021. On the last one, I didn't tell you that you could talk to Dalva, Janet, or I if you have any questions. So if you're watching both of them, there you go. That's your second half. Now, I'm going to use something hopefully completely different, the Pastel Magic Tarot. And it does not come with a book, so I'm using a delicious one. It's tarot. Connect with yourself, develop your intuition, live mindfully by Tina Gong. I'm not quite good enough to just be whipping out the tarot meanings. I am working on a huge poem cycle dealing with tarot, and you're going to hear me shuffling right now. I tend to talk and shuffle at the same time, so you have to excuse me. Okay. Oh, two came out. All right. Oh, they're both inverted. So it's Judgment and the World. Of course, they're next to each other. I've never used this deck. I just pulled one card before we came, and it was the Eight of Cups. So I assume it was for me, and it's like it goes with the first one with abandonment and leaving, and I'm like, whoa, now. Maybe it's for me. So let me look it up real quick. Maybe I won't look it up. Oh no. This would help if I could have numbers. I'm terrible with this. I apologize. All right. Is this the Wheel of Fortune? See, this is a problem with the new deck. One goes, oh, what does this mean? And you know it's 22, 21, the world. This is subconscious. All right. It's right after Judgment, of course, right? This is next. All right. Well, we're gonna do Judgment first, which I found both of them. But so Judgment here, it looks like a flag with sort of like a bugle in the Pastel Tarot. So reverse or inverted is self-doubt, ignoring calling, lack of self-awareness, indecisiveness, impracticality. That sounds like me. Interpretation. I don't know if this resonates with anyone here. Awakening can mean dramatic changes may need to be made. When judgment is reversed, the fool may be too afraid of what challenges and sacrifices this may entail. He may instead choose to continue with the path that he is on, feeling safe and sheltered in his routines. But the call, when it is not heeded, is not something that goes away. If ignored, it will only get louder. That's why the bugle. So something is calling to us, yes, and perhaps it is no longer a whisper. Reflection. What messages from your higher consciousness have you been ignoring recently? What is calling you? Have you failed to answer? You may need to spend some time in self-reflection in order to follow the path that is being asked for you now. This card is pushed to let you know that now is the time to wake up and answer the call of your heart. Action. Cultivate self-awareness. If you've been on autopilot, schedule daily check-ins with yourself. Try and understand what you've been feeling underneath your detachment. In the stillness that you carve out, notice what emotions, thoughts, and sensations arise. If there is a pattern emerging, consider where it might lead. Don't evade judgment. When we realign, it can often coincide with harsh judgments from others. Not everyone will be supportive from our changes. Maybe you avoid rebirth because of fear of judgment. So that sort of speaks to peer pressure, family pressure, self-pressure. And it really sounds like we are to heed the call of our hearts and our desires, even if it's subconscious and inner. And I'm going to say that if you have a project that you're asking about lately, or a person that you're asking about lately, I'd say go for it. I think that we need to like stop judging ourselves is the message. All right, the other one is the world. It took me forever to find. I apologize. You can see there's a sword, sort of like a scepter. It's all four the wands. And it is in reverse or inverted. So it's incompletion, emptiness, lack of closure, irresolution, disappointment. So the interpretation, and I want to say that it says the fool, and it also says she, he, it reverses in this book. And the fool, of course, is the zero card, the one that goes through the journey. And this is a story really of the fool. That's why I'm writing a book about it. As the fool is nearing the end of her journey, she is fearful of taking the next step and realizing the goal that she set for herself long ago. Consciously or not, she may be stalling or delaying its resolution. On the other hand, there may be lingering moments of the past that rise up to haunt her. She may have put some things behind her in order to finally complete her journey. Reflection. The world, reversed, can signal that you are close to completion, but losing focus. What is preventing you from completing this phase of your life? You are being called upon now to tie up loose ends. Alternatively, this card could be signifying a lack of closure. Has a relationship ended, but are you still holding on? What will help you move on? Action. Evaluate wounds. Consider what needs to be healed in order to come full circle and move on with your life. Take the first steps. Tackle loose ends. The last steps are always the hardest. It can be tempting to relax, just as you are about to complete a large project. So focus is more important now than ever. Align inner and outer self. When our actions and our intentions are not in sync, what we thought would bring us completion can instead feel empty. Consider what is still missing and how you can feel your internal objectives. I'm going to talk personally for a second. It is about my writing, not about my relationship life. Yes, although this could apply as well. I've had several projects that I've started. There are two that are near completion, so close. I actually have a consultation on Saturday for one of them, and I'm not typing. I'm like they're written, they're handwritten. That's good enough, right? Also this tarot one completely speaks to me because my tarot project, it is a nightmare trying to type it up and revise. There's over 300 poems, you got to do what you got to do. But I'm having a hard time settling down. So perhaps you are as well. And I think we are being called to listen to our inner self, our inner, our inner psyche and ear, and the bugle is calling, and we are to charge, and we are to fulfill our dreams and go forth. And we've been talking about self-care. Well, maybe now we've had the self-care and it's time to go out. I'm going to hold up the world card one more time, reverse. And I believe it is also a call that we complete our projects and we put them into the world. I know that I am taking that. I'm going to take my computer to McDonald's like I usually do, and I'm going to type up my projects. So yes, please, if you have any questions, ask Dalva, Janet, or I. We do have an open house on Friday. Please join us. We always have tons of fun. I'd like to say we have like margaritas and stuff, but we don't. But you can bring your own beverage. I don't mind. So yeah, so please join us. In our last triggering tarot, we pulled the card of myrrh, and I just want to make sure that everyone with a non-triggered message is that myrrh is a release. So that we're also going forth releasing stuff from ourselves. They actually match quite well. And myrrh is I use for death. I burn it, the resin on charcoal, and I sing the person's name to the stars, literally. And I also have it in lotion, and I put it on my body until my morning eases a bit. So I did want to put that out there so that no one feels left out if they had the trigger warning and cannot watch. So have a good day. I hope to see you in my class on Sunday. I will be doing the reading again Saturday, so I'll see you then too. And again, open house Friday. Busy week. Have a lovely rest of the week if I don't see you, and have a wonderful day. Take care. Thanks.